What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mood616 here, and welcome back to another Top 10 Tuesday episode. This is episode 65, and this week we are talking about top 10 shark films of all time. Top 10 killer shark films. Basically, I did this list without including Jaws in this top 10 list because I think that's pretty obvious that that would be the number one film on this list and pretty much everyone's list because, you know, hands down, it's got to be the best shark film ever, and it is my favorite shark film also. So, but yeah, I didn't want to include it in the list. I just thought it was way too obvious. So yeah, whatever. I didn't really have a certain thing that I did with this one. I included like, you know, genetically altered sharks and, you know, just instead of just regular sharks, just all types of shark films. So without further ado, let's get right into this. Number 10, we've got a film called Monster Shark, also known as Devilfish, I believe, directed by Lamberto Bava, and I believe assisted by Sergio Martino. This is a bootleg. This movie does not have an official release here. This one is basically kind of a mashup hybrid type film about a shark that was bred with a octopus, and now it's, you know, killing off the locals in this small town, and people are trying to figure out a way to stop this monster shark. Yeah, it's you know, all these type of shark films from back in the day, well, even still now, are always been classified as you know, Jaws ripoffs. But you know, this one, even though it has a completely different type storyline, it still is basically a Jaws ripoff. But this is fun though. It's really cheesy. Of course, practical effects came out in, I believe, 1983 or 84. Yeah, it says 1984 on here. But yeah, super fun. I love these kind of hybrid type monster shark films. They're just ridiculous fun. But yeah, Monster Shark, check it out. Italian stuff, you know what you're going to get with that. That was number 10. Number 9 is Dino Shark. Roger Corman presents Dino Shark. I believe this was made for Sci-Fi, I want to say. Yeah, top-rated sci-fi film. Basically about a dino shark, a prehistoric shark that is frozen in, you know, up north somewhere. Due to global warming, he breaks free and makes his way down to Mexico, where he starts attacking people on vacation and whatnot. Of course, right? Ridiculous, over-the-top, stupid CG, but so much fun. These movies are so bad, they're good and entertaining. I know some people can't stand these type of things, but, you know, you gotta watch them with, you know, faint of heart, man. You know, they're fun. This is just ridiculous, but I like it, man, because it's actually got a couple good cast members. I like this guy right here. He plays in a bunch of good stuff and things like that, but, you know, really fun. Lots of blood and gore. A lot of it's CG and stuff, but stupid fun. Dino Shark in at number 9. In at number 8 is another Roger Corman Presents film, and it's Sharktopus. And it's exactly what it is. It's a hybrid film of a shark and an octopus that was created by, I think, the Army as S11, a diabolical hybrid of a shark octopus created by a genetic scientist who is played by Eric Roberts. And of course, this thing gets out of control and starts taking out everybody on land because that's what they do. Super fun. There's some really, really funny kills in this film, like just kind of out of the blue, because the shark has you know, tentacles. You know, it can like reach out of the water and grab people and shit. It's kind of funny. But Sharktopus, man, again, not to be taken, you know, hard. It's just fun. Just fun stuff. So yeah, Sharktopus in at number 8. Yeah, in at number 8. Number 7 is, I put in Jaws 3. Why, you ask? Because I legitimately like this film. I think it's fun. Basically, the premise of this one, it's all set at a like underground or underwater underwater park, and so this little baby shark gets trapped in there, dies. The mom comes to the rescue, and, you know, basically it's a revenge film. It's like a, you know, shark revenge film, and starts taking out everybody that's in this underwater theme park. And of course, this one originally was in 3D, and you can still kind of see the remnants of the 3D in the effects in this and stuff when you're watching it in 2D. It's really cheesy, but super fun though. I love this movie. It's got great kills. It's just so bad and but good at the same time. Man, for, you know, Jaws being, you know, kind of the staple shark film. It spawned some really bad sequels. So, but this one's super fun. I don't know why people hate this one. I guess they just can't have fun with it. But Jaws 3, super fun. That was number 7. And at number 6 is another ridiculous film, Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus. This movie right here spawned probably one of the funniest moments in a film I've ever seen in my life. And it's basically just about these huge, this Mega Shark and this Giant Octopus fighting each other. But there's this scene that's on the back here where the shark jumps out of the water and takes out an airplane. It is absolutely to die for. It's so funny. The first time I watched this movie, I started pissing myself so hard that I couldn't contain myself. I had to rewind it like 30 times. It was so stupid. But yeah, you know what you're going to get with these films. This is my favorite of the ones that I've seen. There's Mega Shark vs. Giant Crocosaurus, or Crocosaurus, Mega Shark vs. Mecha Shark, and Mega Shark vs. Colossus, which I have not seen that one, but I've seen the other ones, and I do like this one, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, and that was in at number 6. Alrighty, sorry about that. Camera died. Moving along into number 5 here, we've got another TV film, and it is called Hammerhead, another hybrid type film. This one right here is actually quite interesting. It's got Jeffrey Combs and William Forsythe in it. Very interesting cast. When I first saw this film, I was expecting Jeffrey Combs just to have a cameo in this type of film, but no, he's actually throughout the whole film, which is quite surprising. Basically, this one is about, he plays a scientist and he's trying to save his son from terminal cancer, and ultimately kind of turns him into this hybrid half man, half shark type deal. Yeah, so, and then a bunch of people are sent to go and investigate, what is going on with Jeffrey Combs' character's findings and what he's done. And he got Hammerhead. Pretty cool film, actually. It's just a lot better than it looks and sounds. For a TV film, this one is actually quite enjoyable, and is actually quite fun. It's actually pretty good. So, yeah, Hammerhead, and that was number 5. And at number 4 is the Australian film Bait. Yeah, man, I really enjoyed this film. Basically about a group of people that get trapped inside this this grocery store after this tsunami rolls through, and they get trapped inside this grocery store with these sharks. And kind of like the premise, because there's not really a lot of films like this. But I always thought this was a really cool film, actually. I know a lot of people didn't really care for it, but surprisingly, it was actually not too bad. So, I don't know. It is what it is. I just like the premise. I like people being stuck in somewhere with sharks. I think that's a cool idea. So, but yeah, Bait. Not really a whole lot to say about it. Cool film. All right, so moving along here into number 3, we've got a film called Malibu Shark Attack. This one right here, actually kind of very similar to Bait in a way, but this one is dealing with a tsunami also. A tsunami in Malibu, where a group of people get trapped inside this lifeguard kind of station after the tsunami rolls through, and they're kind of stuck like way out in the water. And of course there's sharks, and now they've got to fight for their survival before they get eaten by this group of sharks. Kind of cool, man. This movie actually has some pretty decent, kind of intense moments and things like that. Of course, it does have some CG sharks and stuff, but, it's one of these type of survival films that, I guess it's more believable than some of these other, shark films, I guess. This could really happen, I guess, really. Maybe not so much after tsunami, I don't know, but I don't know, but there's some really good moments in this. It's actually just a lot better than I ever thought this movie would ever be. So, Malibu Shark Attack, pretty cool stuff. In number 3. And in number 2 is a legitimately really good film. I believe the story is based on true events kind of thing. And in number 2 is The Reef. Basically about a group of people that, their boat capsizes. And yeah, they're stuck out in the water, and they decide to leave the boat. And of course, they get hunted down by sharks and start getting picked off one by one. Yeah, it's a very scary thought, because just the idea of this happening, which is could really actually happen. I guess apparently it really did. But yeah, just being, kind of stranded at sea and floating around and, being picked off by, man-eating sharks would be brutal. Just the whole idea, that's just terrifying. But this one's executed quite well. There's a lot of really intense moments, really kind of nasty things that are going on. But yeah, it just kind of makes you want to not go in the water, really. But yeah, good stuff, The Reef. Really, really good film. And in at number 1, of course, is the Italian Last Shark, also known as Great White, directed by Enzo G. Cassarelli. Of course, starring Vic Morrow, rest in peace to Vic Morrow. Yeah, this one right here is pretty much, a straight-up Jaws ripoff. Here's kind of the brief synopsis of it if you want to pause that and read that. But yeah, this is pretty much what you're going to get is, the closest thing to a real Jaws ripoff. There's one really great scene in this film. I don't want to ruin it, but there's one scene in this film that just, that's the reason why it's at number 1 is because this one scene, it's at water with a helicopter. It's just fantastic stuff. Really good stuff. But yeah, Last Shark, the bona fide definition of a Jaws ripoff. Fantastic Italian Jaws ripoff, but love it. It's good stuff. All right, so that's going to conclude my top 10. We'll do a quick little roundup here. We got Monster Shark in number 10, Dino Shark number 9, Sharktopus number 8, Jaws 3 number 7. Number 6 is Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus. Number 5 is Hammerhead. Number 4 with Bait. Number 3, Malibu Shark Attack. Number 2, The Reef. And of course, number 1, The Last Shark. Yeah, man, I'm a really big fan of these really shitty shark films. I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of CG and stuff, except for in shark films for some reason. I can totally tolerate and deal with it. Of course, I would prefer to have, all practical effects, but some of these movies, the ideas are just so goofy that the CG just doesn't bother me because they're so ridiculous anyways, kind of like Sharktopus. These hybrid films are ridiculous, but anyways, guys, that's going to do it for my list. So many other ones that I own and I've seen that could have been on here, but, this is what I had found because, of course, my film room is still a mess and I'm still in the process of organizing things. So, but yeah, check you guys next week. Peace out, homies.